how's it going, guys? I just woke up, but it's time to reveal the last batch of neutral cards, so let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
We have a grand total of 8 cards, and these are indeed the last neutral cards, so this does give us a full picture of what kind of support every other class is going to be getting from the new expansion, so I really like how they're approaching card reveals lately, giving you all the backbone you're going to be able to use across all of the other classes before they actually start revealing those, so we don't have to speculate maybe this class is going to get support out of the neutrals, maybe that one's going to get support, and so on and so forth, so I think this is a big win for how card reveals have been getting done lately. Anyway, let's get into it. 8 cards, and the first one is gonna be Timeless Causality. It's a 2-mana free 2 elemental. Battlecry, reverse the order of your deck. I'm not sure exactly what good this does right now, like we did have stuff like this back in the day when we had Dredge. I guess in that case, dredging a bunch would allow you to get Timeless Casualties operational after that, and your cards become from the bottom to the top, like some rap songs and whatnot. We also had things like, what's his face, Polkilt? Can't remember his full name, but yeah, the guy that reversed from lowest to highest. And if you do that, this becomes from highest to lowest, but again, what good is that? I really don't know. Maybe since we are in time expansion, we could be seeing some old keywords appearing or something like that, like maybe some classes are gonna get Dredge back or something like that. Time really will tell on this one, and for now it's kind of a weird one. It's elemental, but I don't think we're gonna be caring too much about running something like this into an elemental deck. And this does straight up reverse the order of your deck. If I knew my order of the deck, this might be helpful, but for now we really don't have much in terms of that is gonna help us. So for now, I'm rating this one as a weird one. We also have this 3-mana 2/2 Circadiamancer. Battlecry, add a random 8-cost minion to your hand at the start of your turn, reduce its cost by 1. This is actually kind of cool. Would have been a lot better if you actually discover a random 8-drop, so we actually have some sort of control over what we're getting. Heck, maybe at least add it rewind. If it's not going to be discover, at least give us a chance to rewind it. But definitely not the worst thing in the world to play this guy on 3 and get yourself a random 8-drop around turn 5. Kinda okay, but for today's day and age in Hearthstone, I'm really not sure this one is gonna be making the cut for most decks. What I'm sure is not gonna be making a cut in most decks is the next card, which is a really funny one, honestly. It's a 3-mana 4/3 Misplaced Pyromancer. Whenever you shatter a card, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. Again, we are talking about Across the Timeways expansion, so this card, I think the whole reason it's in this deck is because it's indeed misplaced, and it's actually from a future expansion, from a future mini set, from a future something, because this obviously looks like a future keyword. Right now we don't have information what shatter is. Like, there's a card in Wild, the 2-mana Shatter Frost spell, but I really doubt that has anything to do with this one. I'm assuming maybe there is gonna be some kind of keyword in the future where if a minion is frozen and you attack it, it shatters or something, but I don't know, that's just my guess on that matter. But yeah, all indications show that this card is just not from this expansion, so right now it's actually a support card that supports nothing, because that keyword just doesn't exist. But when it does, maybe this card would be good. Until then, it's absolutely useless. Like, it's literally Hearthstone 2015 kind of vibes right now. Absolute vanilla trash. We also have this 5-mana 3/5 Aeon Wizard. Rewind, Battlecry, get 2 random spells from your class. A little bit expensive for getting yourself random spells. It's gonna be a pretty nice arena card, that's for sure, but for a class, would you actually run something like this in a deck? Really hard to say. Personally, I don't believe it gives that much for most actual decks to be slotting this thing in. Doesn't even have a tribe, and if it did, wouldn't have mattered much either. But yeah, for now it does strike me as a whatever card. Paltry Flutterwing, on the other hand, also does look like a pretty insignificant card if you take a look at it. It's a 1-mana 1/1 beast, and it has Death Rattle, summon a random 2-cost minion that is dormant for 2 turns. This really does sound like a worse version of Scarab Keychain, but I really believe that something like Beast Hunter would love to be running this thing, because getting yourself extra dormant minions that the opponent can't remove from the board, that's gonna give you a much easier time of actually getting your RC Rampage down, so this card actually already does seem like it would be pretty good in current decks. But honestly, for anything else, I'm not sure it's gonna be giving us all that much. But yeah, Beast Hunter definitely would love to be having this one on its side. The Unknown Voyager is a 5-mana 4/5. after this survives damage, transform into a random 7th cost minion. Honestly, feels a lot like another filler card. This one, it's an okay arena card, but I would not be slotting this one in any kinds of decks. Like, really doesn't make too much sense. A lot of random nonsense on some of these neutrals, not gonna lie. And this one's no different. Don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of insignificant neutral cards in this one again. I really hope we have a reason to be getting these new expansion cards, because if we don't, Hearthstone might be in a not so great state. Which says a lot given the current state Hearthstone's in, so yeah, here's the hope that at least the classes get some really good stuff, because most of the neutral is really insignificant. Speaking of insignificant, we have a 2-mana free one Murloc, Yesterloc, and at the end of your turn, this thing gives other minions +1 health. Notice it says other minions, not just Murlocs, but obviously it's a Murloc, so this should be pretty decent in Quest Murloc deck. Giving all of your other idiots +1 health is gonna make it a lot harder for the opponent to handle them, and those weren't exactly easy to handle already, given they throw in stats either way. So yeah, I do believe this card should be pretty decent in the Murloc Quest Pally, that's for sure, but notice it only gives other minions the +1 health, so it's actually going to be pretty easy for opponents to actually handle it. Even if you play it after you finished the first cycle of your quest, it being a 4/2 still is going to be pretty easy to handle for the most part, but the damage it already did, giving all of your other Murlocs +1 health for the low price of only 2 mana, might actually be still pretty good. And the last neutral from this expansion is gonna be the 3-mana 2/1 Living Paradox, elusive, and also has Battle Cry, summon 2 2/1 Living Paradoxes with elusive. Hold the phone, this thing keeps on summoning itself? Are you drugs? Am I understanding this card right, guys? Is this thing gonna keep on summoning and summoning and summoning until, I don't know, like how do you handle this? It's elusive, so you can't even hex it or anything like that, but I guess you could silence it. Elusive only works against spells and hero powers, but battle cries do work well on this, but are we gonna be forced to running silence if this card becomes meta? That's actually kinda interesting. I was like, what is this Living Paradox? This thing summons, but this is exactly the name of the card, so this thing is literally gonna keep on summoning itself. So this might actually be a very huge card for something like Quest Druid, and maybe we are gonna finally see some kind of support for the old Quest decks that never really managed to do much of anything. But yeah, this card actually is kinda scary. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a 3-mana 1/1 at some point, because right now flooding the board with all of this crap might actually be hella strong. So yeah guys, I think this is the last batch of neutral cards indeed. From October 6th we are gonna start seeing the Death Knight cards, after that the Pally cards, Priest cards, Hunters, Druids, Shamans, Rogues, Demon Hunters, Warriors. Oh hell, we even have Ranchian Mage cards apparently, and last but not least, Warlock. Things are getting exciting, not gonna lie. I hope you are enjoying these card reveals. They are actually kind of growing on me, not gonna lie. Usually during card reveal season I'm kind of whatever, I'm just gonna see all the cards when they all come out, but I think this is not bad at all. Watching these cards trickle down like this, kind of fun, not gonna lie. So yeah, do let me know in the comments, what do you think about these new cards? What is your favorite neutral? So far from the legendaries, we definitely saw some quite heavy hitters, like Murazan should be pretty interesting, Chronolord Daius sounds pretty hot to me. And from the cards themselves, the Portal Vanguard does look promising, even though so far we haven't seen anything too Da Vinci out of it. The Devious Coyote definitely sparks joy, Hourglass Attendant's nice, Chronic Keeper, Time Skipper also looks interesting, the Paltry Flutterwing, and last but definitely not least, this Living Paradox. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment to let me know if I should keep on doing these, but I think at this point I'm kinda sold on just doing them all together. The views are definitely not great on them, but still, when I start doing something I usually wanna finish it no matter what the result is, so this is probably gonna be the case again. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.